Hello there, and welcome to a bit of the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, which has crashed. Do we have audio? We have audio, so it's not all too bad. So, in the previous part, we had left off where... so, a bit of a recap actually. Because my partner isn't quite getting the story, and I understand that as well, given that I kept jumping about. So, the story of the game is that we are a prisoner for crimes that we essentially can make up for ourselves, where we can choose if we are guilty or not guilty, but ultimately that's entirely roleplay and has no bearing on the game itself. So, we are visited by none other than Emperor Uriel Septim, whose heirs have been assassinated, and now he is being secreted from this place in a way that he cannot be detected. Unfortunately, assassins whose names we know from the robes they wear, because it says on the inventory screen, we know that they are none other than the Mythic Dawn, and they have come to assassinate him. And Uriel Septim is a bit of a doomer, so he knows that he's going to die. I think he's going to die, and he is correct in that. Before he dies, however, before he is assassinated, he leaves us with the Amulet of Kings, an artifact which was granted to, I think, the first Emperor by Saint Alicia themselves. Or Alessia, rather. This artifact basically prevents hell coming to Earth. And unfortunately, with the Emperor dead, the artifact has now lost its power from preventing hell from coming to Earth, and essentially we have to stop it. We've given the artifact to a man who goes by the name of Joffrey, Grandmaster of the Blades, the Emperor's bodyguard. And he has told us that there is actually one heir of the Emperor remaining, who has been hidden away from the Empire, and indeed the knowledge of all records. Very few, except Joffrey, except the Emperor and Joffrey really know about this child being the son of the Emperor. Not even their heir themselves know. He was raised as a farmer, raised to be a farmer by a farmer's husband, farmer and his wife, and he became a priest of Akatosh in the city of Kvatch. So we've gone there now to rescue him and hopefully put him back on the throne. Unfortunately, Kvatch is under siege by the forces of Mehrunes Dagon, Daedric, Prince of Destruction. So now we're going to take the fight to Dagon. Let's see how well this goes. Very rarely does continuing from my last save actually work very well. Ah, there we are. So, this is the gate to hell, essentially, or a gate to Oblivion, as it says in the bottom left corner. So, we're going to march in and see what awaits us. There's a bloke over there running about, and there's scamps here. Punch these motherfuckers. Get away from them. Wolverhampton bloke. Oh shit. Well, that went fucking well, didn't it? What a great start. You know, I bet people are going to love hand-to-hand, aren't they? I thought, you know, it is a bit different. You know, the novelty's going to wear off really quickly. Right, let's try this again. We really must look at getting like a shield spell or something. Oh, did you see that? Welcome to Oblivion animation. Creation engine for the win.
Yeah. Thank the Nine. I never thought I'd see
It's Island Vonius from Wolverhampton.
Taken.
They're taken to the tower.
To the tower.
It's alright, what's going on?
Captain Mattias sent us in to try and close the gate. We were ambushed, trapped, and picked off. I managed to escape, but the others are strewn across that bridge. They took Menion off to the big tower. You've got to save him. I'm getting out of here. The captain is still holding the barricade? I figured I was the last one left alive. All right. I'll try to get out of here and let the captain know what's going on.
So another thing as well is when you have your weapon out or your fists raised, people tend not to like you when you're approaching them like that. Yeah? Burnt corpse. Pretty horrible. Let's just save the game. Alright. So, while in Oblivion, there are some interesting flora and fauna. There's bloodgrass, spittle sticks. All of these things can be useful in alchemy. Get the fucking laugh, you prick. Stunted scamps have nothing on them. Scamps have scamp skin, an item that is useful in alchemy. These things are better in hand-to-hand than I am. Whoa! And they also have one spell that protects them. Your hand-to-hand skill increase. God damn it did. Or rather, goddamn right it did. Can I get around that way to punch that prick? No, I can't. So this is a loot container. Fleshy pod. And I'm out of magicka, so I can't heal myself. Fuck. Okay, let's look around. So this is lava. Oh dear. The speed is being drained. As you will see, it's rather harmful. Just drains your health instantly. Even like as you get to higher levels, it's still very strong. Interestingly, the lava texture in Morrowind is better than this. Like, have you seen this shit? That's not Bovril, I can tell you that much. My Brum accent has got significantly worse. Oh, I haven't told my darling dearest yet, I must tell her that. I've done like an ancestry DNA test to see where like my origins are. And I'm about 72%, well, 72% English, which is not surprising at all. But like, most of that is from the West Midlands, so basically most of my ancestors are from Trauma route, that's another thing here. Harada route, rather. Trauma route's another thing. Shit. Get to cover. Oh, Christ. They also can predict where like, you can just cast, where you're going to move as well. Right. I need some health. Right. Ah, fantastic. I've just come here with only one potion of healing. And the others are pretty weak. Don't like you, chicken. So yeah, like most of my, like all my English ancestors, basically from the West Midlands. I have 12% Scottish blood in me, which is interesting, and 3% Irish. I'm rather pleased that I have ancestors from Ireland. Yeah, so that's good. And Norway as well. Like 9% of my ancestors, like from Norway. Oh my god, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Hang on. This was really not a good idea. In fact, rather than drinking those, I need to drink my potions of sorcery. I'm getting my ass kicked by vines and fucking satyrs. Satan's satyrs. Today, you prick. Dickhead. I swear these things will drink WKD. Why is it called WKD? Because it's drank by women, kids, and Daedra. Bit of a sexist joke, I apologise. That was from Help I Sexted My Boss. I thought it was dead funny at the time. Need to think of something else, like... Yeah, Worm Kings and Daedra. How about that? You'll get that. You'll get the Worm Kings reference later when we do the Mage's Guild. I also learned as well that in my perusal of the Daggerfall wiki, unofficial Elder Scrolls pages, fantastic wiki, very well cited. That Manimarco and the King of Worms were two separate people. At least until Morrowind, when I think they became like one entity, and then in Oblivion, Yeah. Considerably less impressive. Like, this is it. This is the fucking Necromancer King. Okay. Then again, he'll kick my ass. I'm just gonna punch him to death. Scamp skin. Nice. Jesus. Yeah, whoever I design, I need to build more traps in my dungeons, to be honest, for D&D. I think I'm going to actually start employing stuff from here. Because I sort of did that in one of them, where like the plants, like there was like an arboretum of sorts, like an indoor garden, like a massive indoor garden, and yeah. Oh my god! I don't have enough magicka. I am not going to survive the night. I'm punching devils. What the? Like, who thought this was a good idea? Oh yeah, me. Don't forget it this hard. Jesus Christ, I might have to turn down the difficulty. You know, I really should have gone to the arena district and got those gloves that will make me good at this shit. To be honest, and here's the thing, like, I actually don't need to do any of this. I don't need to fight everything that I see. Except that Dremora Lord over there, whose shit I really want to steal. Because the whole point of going into a Gate of Oblivion is basically just find the thing, take it, and close the gate. Nothing else in this place matters. You don't have to do anything else whatsoever. So you could essentially just speedrun it. Hello, I'm Tomato Anus, and I'm about to destroy the Oblivion Gate. Tomato Anus, just get this in like 3 seconds. I do like Tomato Anus's videos. If you don't know who Tomato Anus is a speedrunner, fantastic guy. Like he's, it's quite interesting because like he does like, he has like a GoPro as well. So he has like the screen, he has a GoPro, and he also has like a heart rate monitor. And he did like he does like all pretty interesting speedruns, like speedrunning like romances in the Fallout games. Like he does like all the Fallout games speedrunning, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't think of that, did he, you prick? So in this game, being able to like run back is a much more valuable skill than blocking hand. Because yeah, you can block the damage and take some of it. Oh shit, like that. Or you could, oh fucking hell, I'm all the way back here. Shit. Okay, right, so we fought those things, you've seen what it is. We're just gonna speed run. Fuck it. So yeah, so like hand to hand is like the fastest weapon in the game, even faster even than daggers, and that ability to like go back and forth like that is much more valuable in hand to hand than any other skill with blade or blunt weapons. If I hadn't said before, because I spent a bit of time talking about weapons before, blunt weapons are like by default the slowest, but they are like the strongest, whereas bladed weapons are the quickest, but they are the weakest. So it's not really worth it to do that. I don't need all the alchemy stuff from here. There will be other Oblivion gates, and I probably will, and this is one of the good things about Oblivion is like I don't have to record everything I do. I can just like say, you know what? Like, I'm not going to do any major quests, I'm just going to explore some dungeons, clear it out, get some money, and then I'll come back and record another part. Now, where's the Dremora fuck over here? You know, I thought, oh yeah, let's play on a higher difficulty so I can show you off all the different monsters. Wrong answer, because all we're seeing here right now is stunned scamps. I'm not saying fuck all else. Which is a good job, really, because stunned scamps are just about all I can handle, and even then half the time I can't. So yeah, like, Plains of Oblivion, you'll see, are just massive islands. Like, there's nothing beyond there. Like, I say randomly generated, I don't think they are, to be honest. Oh shit. Right, I can't take on any more than that, so... come back. So yeah, and I know where I'm going for the record, I just want to explore the island and see if there's any more loot. Put my fists away because that somehow makes me faster. look there for reasons. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to find worth exploring and finding out. Especially on high difficulties, because then you get to loot the pods, and you face off more enemies. And when you face off with more enemies, you actually get better gear. You would think it, right? Here. I realise I'm just aggroing every single enemy, drawing them to me, and that's not going to be good when we're about to go into an enclosed area. We're going to fight one guy, which is where hand-to-hand not excels, but it's the only thing you can really do. You can only fight one person at a time, otherwise you'll just fucking cack it. Ah, shit. Ah, my speed's been drained. Those plants aren't hurting, but they are reducing my stats. Oh, fuck. Right, they're all here. Let's see what's up here. Yep. And everything's going to start walking through here. But then, look, it's just that one guy. Oh my god, right. Because I can't use my potions to heal myself, I've got to go through my magic first. Magic regenerates. See, I can get a few punches in before they have to attack. I feel that might not be a bad idea. I'm just thinking, like, what gear I could get. Like, if I enchant some gear to, like, improve my magic regen, so, like, I can heal myself faster. Whoa! Whoa! Look at this fucking ring of roses here. Oh shit, right, heal. I apologise, this is not the most interesting viewing. Right, so we can either use this lever or we can step on here to make this go up. This is the corpse masher. It's not particularly great at mashing corpses, but hey ho. We don't want to lower its self-esteem any more than we already have. These corpses can be looted. There's very little in them most of the time. It's usually just like a meager amount of gold. Ooh. Oh, there's a scamp there. Fucking hell. Right, this fountain of blood here is actually going to be incredibly useful to me. Because it heals. Observe. So now I have opened a gate. Now this infernal machinery is operated. This isn't overly helpful, to be honest, but it's like this is now created like a shortcut. Might as well increase our acrobatics while we do that. Right, save again, and let's go. Oh, there's a pile of scamps there. So it didn't open this gate, I don't think. No, it did not. Right, so it's opened a gate somewhere, and that wasn't necessary. See, the thing about a lot of the gates of like the plains of Oblivion that you go to is that you don't really need to like do a whole lot with them, like especially if you've got like high acrobatics and. I don't mind if I do. In fact, let's use a repair hammer. I don't know if I've shown this off yet. No, I can't. I can't repair creatures when armour is nearby. I can't repair. Oh, hello. Or a scout's dead. That's interesting. Oh yes, I think he's normally dead there. I can't remember. Yeah. I feel they certainly fought something, but I can't remember. Oh yeah. Oh, so the gate down here that was previously closed. So if we wanted to just exit... Oh dear, mind the traps. Yeah, there are spike traps up here. They sometimes have little giveaway signs. Oh dear, that was right in my face. So yeah, so this was the gate that was closed previously. So we can loot these guys of their pants. Ooh, dagger and numbing, nice. Take those arrows. Steel longsword, yeah. So now I've got a bit of light armour. Let's see if that's any better. So what am I wearing now? Well, those boots are broken, so I might need some other shoes. Okay, how much is my fur cuirass giving? Okay, right. There we are, so I've got some nice light armour on. Wolverhampton, represent. Fuck it, let's use this. So, some sort. So yeah, fairly fast. Not quite fast enough. This is an enchanted blade, so I can attack an enemy with it so many times before those charges run out, so those uses. So I have a limited amount of uses for those. So this trap here you might be able to see if you, as you approach. Oh no, you can't. Okay, bad example. There are other examples where like those traps are much more clear. Blade skill has increased. Fantastic. Shame it doesn't have a drum or a bow. Those are very powerful. So yeah, so weapons have different tiers. Like here you've got an iron bow, which is worse than a steel bow. Steel is worse than I'm trying to think now, because that's like heavy armor, isn't it? So God, what were the tiers now? Iron. There was iron, there was steel, there was orcish, but I don't know where that comes in. I think it comes in. And then there's like Deidre. Deidre's like the heaviest but the best gear. So like these arrows here, they do the most damage, but they are also the heaviest. They weigh a pound each, as opposed to 0.1 pounds. So for 10 arrows, so 10 arrows would weigh a pound. Those weigh 1 pound per arrow. So this beam here is rather important. If there is a beam in a tower, it means you're in the right place, because that is where the sigil stone is. Or if you're Matthew Mercer, sigil stone. So now we're going to navigate our way through a tower. Oh dear. That's someone that we don't really want to come across. Sort of do for the purposes of gameplay, not for the purposes of my campaign. Which is now going to rapidly run out because this guy does not budge. You've got to understand that people don't like having their home broken into. Now, we're not very well going to level up our hand-to-hand skill if we've just got a dagger equipped. Did he drop his mace anywhere? In fact, do I have any other spells that I can have, please? Yeah. Let's have some light. This mace is there. Oh, bugger. Picked it up, and I'm now dying. So it's not worth much, but it does a fair bit of damage if you are specialised in blunt gear. Oh dear, wrong spell, wrong spell, wrong spell. Yeah, so this mace is doing not as good as I would like, so we're just going to push this thing to death. See, the more times you get hit, the longer combat goes on, the more your skills will develop. So in a way, it is quite good. Not great. Ideally, you want combat to kind of end quicker, you know, for the purposes of your health. But you know, you can level up a bit more. Oh dear. Yeah, they just come out swinging. See, the idea of attacking someone's fatigue, their stamina, like, it's a great idea in theory. In practice, it's very, it is kind of weak. Because, like, staggering them, that's great, that's fantastic, you want them to be staggered. But, yeah, it's, like, you ideally want to get their health down first. You see, the thing is, it's kind of like the opposite in D&D, where in D&D, if you want to wear, like, at later levels, you don't wear down hit points. Yeah, hit points are practically infinite. Yeah, you want to wear down other resources first. So you want to wear down spell slots. So in this case, you want to wear down magicka. You want to wear down fatigue. You want to wear down the ability, the player's ability to stand up. Because at later levels, eventually, you're going to have to stop casting shield. You're going to have to stop casting Shield of Faith and Counterspell. And eventually, you will one day start getting hit with paralysis spells, dimension doors, all that sort of thing. Yeah. All the nasty stuff. Where the fuck did he go? I didn't kill him, did I? He fucking ran away, didn't he? Finally, we're hearing some Oblivion music. This is like the eerie cavern music. Or some of it, anyway. These are spikes. Which are stuck here, because... this body, I think. So yeah, this is like a demonstration. Don't get too close to that shit. It hurts. So... okay, so we can't go those doors yet, because I think we need to go out. Yep. So we need to go across this bridge over here. If you level up your acrobatics high enough, you'll be able to survive that fall. My acrobatics is not high enough, we're not going to survive that fall. No. Save this one. Right.
Over here. Over here. Quickly. You should not be here, mortal. Your blood is forfeit. Your flesh is mine.
See, even without like the voice effects, that is cool. One of the coolest lines in the game. Like you hear, like, you know, stop right there, criminal scum. You know, all your stolen goods are forfeit. You hear that all the time, but never your blood is forfeit in memes. You know, like these guys, the fucking meme kings right here. Like Akatosh is looking down right now. Fucking Fist of the Dragon. Look at this. Blood is forfeit. My arse. There we go. So, get the sigils. Kill the sigil keeper. Brood cage.
Quickly, quickly, there's no time. You must get to the top of the large tower. The sigil keep, they call it. That's what keeps the Oblivion gate open. Find the... remove it and the gate will close. Hurry! The keeper has the key. You get the key. Take the key. Get to the sigil keep and find the sigil stone. It's the only way. Don't worry about me. There's no time. Get moving!
So, as far as I'm aware, there is no way to free Minion. Try interact with the brood cage, no avail. It would be cool if we could, but I think he's basically stuck here forever. Now, I don't know how time works in the Plains of Oblivion, so it could be that he's actually trapped here for eternity. His soul is basically just this way. So that's a bit of shit. Oh, never mind. Fuck it, am I actually hitting the spikes or what? Oh, I see. The fall's actually just killing me. Acrobatics is not high enough. Bugger. I don't see any treasure down there anyway, so I don't think there's much point to... Yeah. It's like, I could level up my skills, but let's be honest, it ain't gonna be worth it. And now I hear the fucking Morrowind music. Nice music, don't want to hear it. I must find a way to turn that music off, to be honest. I wonder if maybe uninstalling Morrowind might do the trick. I'll try that for next time. I apologise if it's getting in the way of your enjoyment. So, we've opened it with the sigil key. One of the mods I installed for convenience was, I think like a keyring mod. Keychain. So that, because like, the thing is that this page gets filled with keys and notes and books, and it's such a fucking pain in my arse. So, it's good that, yeah, it's good that there's a mod for that. Like, I remember when like the keychain was being removed in like patch 4.3 of World of Warcraft. I was pissed off because I really like the keychain. And then they just said, yeah, like now it's like you don't need keys anymore. Like, you just automatically have them. And that was like, I think the beginning of a lot of quality of life improvements that people would not ordinarily consider as like I guess the beginning of the end, or like the beginning of the age of convenience. Because yeah, you had like the dungeon finder and things like that. Like that, I get that. But yeah, it's like I think like the keychain was like the beginning of like removal of quest items. Spike trap there. Got to trigger it first. I mean, you could try to outrun it. Prick. Go on, run. Run across there. Get flattened. Or spiked. Oh. So this might actually be a place that just has treasure. Let's save before we go in. Oh, hello. So much quicker when you got health.
Yeah.
Skyrim gauntlets. Very nice indeed. And a silver claymore. Bloody hell. Okay. Right, let's see if we can drop some stuff. Because that Tremora mace is way too heavy for way too little value. I could drop the steel longsword. Claymore, however, looks gorgeous. What do you think of that? Yeah. It's fucking beautiful. Yeah. So, could keep that. Nice. Nope, can't take the steel longsword. I'll try and equip the weapons and see, and show you what they look like. I think the steel longsword looks beautiful in this game. There are also fine weapons as well. Like fine steel longsword is one of them. And they look slightly different. Yeah, so this lift is bossed. So yeah. further relaxing music. Now I'm making steady progress. So, you might have noticed that... Oh, hang on. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Gotta kill this one. Come back, you prick. I'm just punching the walls like fucking Kyle. Oh shit, where's he gone? I can't see. Shit. Has he got on the lift? No, he hasn't. Oh, has he gone through the door? He's just gonna run through the door, ain't he? Oh! Train fatigue. You son of a bitch. This fucking guy. I think we've seen just about everything there is, yeah. So there's a body there. Right, so this is a sort of like lift or a teleporter. So that, away we go. I banish you to the world of pagan. Oh shit, now I'm mad. No, he doesn't actually banish me to the world of pagan. Spoiler alert. If you don't get that reference, that was a reference to Ultima 8, I want to say. Yeah, Ultima 8. Where the antagonist takes the character and fucking sends them to pagan. Or a land called pagan, rather. So, you're going to find out that magic does not do sneak attack damage, which is rather disappointing. It also seems to do fuck all to this guy. Right, oh my even level playing field there. They keep disappearing. I think, where has he gone? Oh, he's on the floor. Bit of fun. Just grab his ass there. Just. Whee. Nice. I mean, grabbing ass in any game is pretty fun, to be honest. As long as it's consensual, you know, or they're dead. Yeah. Don't get to grab dead things' asses, I think. I mean, Morrowind might disagree, you know. But, well, more on that later. So this part is going to get a bit tricky, I think. Yeah, this architecture is really fucking scary. Like, this is why I asked my best mate to like complete the game for me, that I like just do the final game of because I used to get shit scared of this. And yeah, Oblivion Gates are fucking terrifying. Like, look at this Clive Barker shit. Put it this way, this is not beef jerky. Yeah. That someone's rectum stretched out. nameless rectum. Fate that awaits man. No, I don't want to summon you, you're a summon. Sorry, I don't want to fight you, you're a summon. Oh, piss off, you're just gonna get annoyed, aren't you? God damn it. Fucking mages. Fuck me. Time to sell a lot of shit for a pittance. Yeah, teleport doesn't work, does it, you stupid bastard? Fuck you. Yeah, that's it, run. Oh, magic item. But I need to be able to carry it and sell it. It sells more than the Silver Gleamer, so I'll go for that. Okay, so it's the draw, that's fine. Oh no, not a burden spell. Oh god damn it. So burden is gonna basically make my life hell. Because I can't move. Let's use a dinger on me. Oh, that's fine, I was in here. Gold. Nice, right, so I need to be able to heal myself. Oops, a daisies. No, I don't want to use console commands, thank you. I do, but can't. That'd be cheating. Not that it stopped me before. Yeah, it's like, I don't like resorting to console commands, because once I start just activating cheats, then it's like, why stop, you know? And it really sucks the fun out of the game. Like, I don't mind using cheats to get places, but fucking hell. Oh, weak potion is a spell. I might actually have to use that if I'm burdened again. So, basically, while we're waiting for this guy to get his act together, this is a sigil stone. We touch that, and we basically fuck these guys' days up. And the whole day gone. No. The whole day's gone. Fuck it, no. Jig didn't work as well. See, I just prefer punching things to solve my problems. I should see a therapist, but there are no therapists in this world. No, wrong potion. Weak potion of dispel. That worked? No, it didn't. Because you can find out like how much you need to spell. So 15. Oh bugger! Unless, do I have a potion of feather? Do I have a potion of anything that's actually going to help me? Balls. Right. Fire shield, I guess, just in case I do get lit on fire. No, they're just going to throw frost magic. Fortunately, I can throw fire. Just all I can do. So I can't throw hands because it's not in range. Well, there we go. So let's burn this in. Oh, balls. No, sorry, I have to get the burn this in. Great. So, we've just about cleared this dungeon. Just have loot, yeah. So, we have successfully, and it only took us 3/4 of an hour, what could normally take only 10 minutes with any other weapon, defeated this place. Have a nice view of the sky there. Observe what happens. This whole place starts fucking falling apart. Yeah. I have closed the gate by taking the sigil stone that anchors it within Oblivion. I should tell Savli and Matadus that the way to Kvatch is now open. Now, the sigil stone, quite important, because not only does it close the gate, we can also use it to enchant gear. So we can have detect life cast on ourselves, or turn undead up to level 7. So if we were to put it on a piece of clothing or armour, we get detect life. If we put it on, say, a weapon, we can turn undead up to level 7 for 20 seconds to strike. Which is not bad. So, we're going to put it on this to sell it. So, just as an example, because I forgot my character's name, Rakshazzah's Life Finder. Life Seeker. Yeah, so it detects life. We're using this stone on this item. Yep, so, great. And there we go. We've now created Rakshazzah's Life Seeker. That's now worth 470 septims. And if I put that on me, we get 30 feet of people. Wow, 30 feet is really that far away. Holy shit. Or maybe it's just because there's an obstacle in the way. So yeah, I'm going to use this repair hammer on... What do I need the most? Right, save the game. And let's talk to the gang here.
It's the smell, really. Smoke and fire, and something worse. In the ruins.
No, that's just Wolverhampton. Right, I really don't, seriously though, Wolverhampton, I love you. Love you massively. Yeah, if you've never been to Brum, well, you're about to see for yourself. Like, why bother when, like, this is just, like, as good as, like, virtual reality? And to be fair, like, because, like, Birmingham City Centre's not terrible, to be honest. It's improved massively, like, arts budgets and stuff have done wonders for it. So we're going to rest, and I forgot to fucking train. Did I? I don't know, let's have a look. I wonder if there's any NPCs who can train. I'm fairly certain I trained. Any NPCs who can train me?
I'm told you closed the Oblivion gate. I'm amazed. Thank you, on behalf of all Kvatch's refugees.
So I'm trying to find a trainer.
Bye.
What I like about Oblivion is the game adapts to the latest rumours. And
I'm really busy. Oh, sorry. You closed the gate, yes? Thank you. What can I do for you?
is that NPCs will respond to like the latest rumours and news, especially in their region. If it's a main quest stuff, they will talk about it everywhere. If it's elsewhere in the game, then they might not talk about later the newest stuff. In fact, this is the Book of Daedra, which tells about the different Daedra lords. Let's find Mirren's Dagon. Destruction, change, revolution, energy, and ambition. I wonder if they mention a newer one. Shoggorath. So yeah, they mention madness, motivism, are unknowable. But do they mention... They don't seem to mention the other coin, the side of the coin of Shoggorath, who is... I can't remember the name exactly, but there is a god, Daedric Lord of Order, at all costs. I don't know if there's anyone here who can train me. Right, let's have a quick teleport to a trainer and just see, because I'm fairly certain I did train. In fact, there's a guy here who can train me in something, isn't there? Hand-to-hand, I think, actually. Well, now I've actually got some money. Not much, but and I can sell stuff. We will do this. So I'm just going to train up, and then I'm going to level up, and then you will see the effect on my next training session.
Knowledge is the key.
Oh,
to
mercantile,
success.
even better. So I'm going
What can I
to
interest
trade
you in?
shit, hang on. How much that I can sell that's within budget. Poison, yeah, fine. Which is a night eye because I've already got potion of light because I've already got the spell. We potion of the sea. That could be useful.
That's
He's only really buying food and potions. I like my potion of illness. Okay, right. Well, anyway, we've got some gold. Let's.
knowledge is the. Let's get to train.
Yeah. Right. So I've got some stuff I need to sell. So I'll come back here because I want to learn mercantile. So let's go to say Anvil. Going to train up, then we're going to level up, and then we're going to continue with the story in Kvatch.
Spare a coin for the infam.
But who can train me, I wonder? We could perhaps go to the Fighters Guild and learn there, maybe the Mages Guild. Perhaps learn Restoration. We could perhaps learn Armour somewhere. In fact, one of my major skills... let's see if there's someone in the Mages Guild who can teach me something, because I don't think Security and Sneak are going to be taught here. There is someone who can teach me Sneak, but... I need to complete a quest to unlock that.
Hello there. Is there something with which I can assist you? Perhaps you're curious about joining the Mages Guild.
So
I'm
you can offer me
willing
training in
to
illusion,
teach
but
you.
I need money. Fortunately,
Good
there is someone who buys stuff here. There's a merchant. That is the other name of someone who buys things. Peacemakers.
Varel Morvain. Been making weapons and arms here in Anvil for 30 years. People say I do good work, and I don't aim to argue with them. Armor, weapons, I have it all. How may I help you?
So he's got 1,200 septims to spare, so I wonder if I can haggle with him. His disposition isn't great, so I don't think I can. I'm going to sell him the Burden of Sin. Yeah, like, prices have dropped dramatically. Silver
That's
Arrow I'll
more
keep,
than I'd
those are
usually
really
pay.
useful. A Fair Cuirass, because I'm up in armour, so I don't need those. Skyrim Gauntlets, I could sell them. Is this Frost? 10% on self, yep. Vulcan Stones I want to keep, because I can get a better deal for those. Sell this stuff. Because like these, like, miscellaneous stuff
drive
doesn't
a
really
hard-
matter.
You've made a good bit of gold.
I'd rather have those repaired before I do that. Truncheon of Submission, a club. You don't see many clubs in the game. No. Yes, I must.
Take care.
Right. So, gonna go back here. Train up, because you can train 5 times per level. And I've come to realise in my most recent playthroughs you do not want to miss the chance to train up. It costs you gold, it costs you... the cost
A
increases
pleasure to
10
speak
gold
with you.
each time, but
There's
for the love
much
of God,
I
do
can
it.
Good that you want. Good that you want to get better.
Because
Good
then...
day.
Because like the thing is that you then start needing mods, like uncapped mods. So uncapped skills to level up and like get to where you really want to. Oh shit. I think it's a highwayman. It's just a bandit.
Jump on my sword while you can.
Jumping. What are you talking about? See, this is probably why I was put in prison, for people saying stupid shit like that. In fact, I'll take your stuff, I'm gonna steal it. You can't even keep your trousers. I'd take your headband if I could. Let's level up Restoration some more. So yeah, unless you have like the unskilled, uncapped skills mod, where you could just keep leveling out and leveling and leveling, because I think the game actually like hits at level 50 and then that's it. And you can still level up your skills, but you don't get your attributes going up and things like that. It's a bit of a pain. And so shorter magic items you kinda can't level up. So yeah, but I think Skyrim solved this problem by just letting you level up and level up, I think. Oh, isn't it? I don't think level 50 was the cap. I think you could still have like Paragon skills. Paragon is basically where like you can still earn XP and get stuff, but you're just basically at level 50. I'd like to sleep for at least an hour, please. There we go. So now I want to increase my personality, because that goes up by 3. My strength, max that up. And I can't up my endurance just yet. I'm going to go for speed. Athletics, light armor, and acrobatics. I would have thought agility, or maybe even endurance would have had those, but apparently not. So yeah, so we'll go for those. Because they're going to level up the quickest. Thank God the game didn't crash, but I save before it does. Right.
Face it. I have to start over from nothing. Don't give up.
Let's see if this guy's got any wisdom.
Why have the gods forsaken us? I'm through talking to you.
But I'm the hero of Kvatch. Yeah, the character in this game goes through a number of title changes. Normally in a Bethesda game, I will say, or indeed Interplay game if you're going by the old Fallouts, the character has like a single title that they're known by on the wiki. Like the Lone Survivor, the Soul Survivor, the Vault Dweller, the Dragonborn, the Nerevarine.
You closed the gate. I knew you could do it. This is our chance to launch a counterattack. I need you to come with us. You've got far more combat experience than these men. Are you able to join us now? I can wait, but not for long. We've got to move quickly before they have a chance to barricade the city gate. The longer we wait, the smaller our window of opportunity. Get ready, and do it quickly. We've got to move soon.
So what I'm going to do is, because I want to keep these guys alive for as long as I can,
This is our best chance to rescue the survivors.
I want to make sure, because they are expendable. So this icon here, this circle icon, means they're expendable. This, like, sort of crown icon, which I thought was just like arrows pointing out of a quiver, is like a crown icon, so that means that they are quest essential. They are plot essential NPCs. They cannot be killed before their time has come. So they'll just go unconscious. So...
Yeah!
punching a fucking dinosaur from hell. That's probably going to catch off this video, to be honest. Oh shit, shit, shit. Oh, fucking hell. That fight was going really well right up until... God damn. Right, in fact, you know what? Let's go to the Imperial City Arena and get ourselves some new gloves. I've just realised as well I'm not wearing any shoes. Where are my shoes? Shoes. Got some fur boots, haven't I? Fur boots, okay. Oh, by the way, that red hand mark there means it's been stolen. But that don't matter. So, oh, if you watch these two fist fight for a while, you can level up your hand-to-hand combat just by watching, which is pretty cool. But I need... Oh, you're fucking joking. Right, I might have to pickpocket. Right, who's seen me? The guards over there. Okay. Yeah, so if you watch them fight, you can level up your hand-to-hand skill. But I kind of need them to go to bed. Like, they should be in bed by now, surely. The reason is because I need to pickpocket them.
What do you...
Right. And in doing so, I can get the bands of Quang Lao. I can fortify my hand-to-hand by 20 points. I can also get some books. Ignore that for the time being. I will talk about it soon. Honestly, I will honestly spend like an entire episode talking about DLC and Horse Armour. Song of Armour. So this is a skill book, so you open up the book and you read it and like you get the skill, but you can get stuff within. So now we have the bands of Quang Lao, which don't look that impressive to be honest. So now my hand-to-hand is fortified. My skill in punching has gone up to 67. My fists do 4 points of damage. Now let's go and free Kvatch from Dinosaurs from Hell. Now interestingly, when you enter Kvatch, the dungeon music starts playing.
Yeah.
In fact, I think sensing the increase in power, the game has decided to add 2 clan fronts to rather than just the 1. Oh no, it's on a 3 and a scamp.
What's it like out there? We were beginning to fear we were the only survivors. It all happened so fast. It was all we could do to round up the survivors and try to get them to safety. We failed them miserably.
Brother Martin?
Yes, he's right over there. He led a group of us here during the confusion of the attack. We owe him our lives.
Farewell.
So, we're going to talk to Brother Martin. I think I'm going to drop the difficulty just a bit, just because it's not terrible. Oops, daisies. Not terribly fun. At the moment. So let's just have a look at the situation here at the moment, and let's take off the life seeker amulet. So this is the situation. Not many refugees have made it, or rather survivors.
Greetings, traveler. What do you seek? A gate opened and Deirdre poured out. Everybody ran, or they died. I don't know how the fire started, but it burned Kvatch to the ground.
It's interesting hearing the stories
I'm
of the
sorry.
survivors.
I don't think I'm going to be much help. Yes, I followed the priest here. I'll be safe here, won't I? They can't come on holy ground, can they?
It's a bit of a tricky one.
I just can't sleep. I lie down and close my eyes, but I can't stop thinking about it. How did you get in here? What are you doing here? I don't know how you got in here, but you're not saving anyone. No one leaves this chapel until the captain gives the all-clear. I have my orders. Kvatch. You've seen it. Kvatch doesn't exist anymore. Farewell.
So Kvatch used to be a city with its own arena. No other city except the Imperial City has that, at least in Cyrodiil. That's Akatosh there. So those shrines that we saw before in the world, we have to visit those to be able to get the blessings here. I don't think we actually have any of the blessings here. So yeah, these shrines are dedicated to the different gods. Yeah.
It's the smell, really. Smoke and fire.
something worse.
I'll go in there. Just see if there's any loot. I like collecting parchment for some reason. This is a bit of roleplay. I keep thinking like, oh, I could use it for something, and like, I think there's mods where like you can. Like you can have diaries and journals and things like that. That's pretty cool. Used to play roleplay add-ons for World of Warcraft where you could do that. This is Brother Martin.
Have you brought help? We've been trapped here since the Daedra overran the city.
If you don't recognise the voice, listen further. Although, I probably have told you before.
Of course I'm in danger, but I'm needed here. I can't leave. I assume you didn't risk your own life to come here to tell me something I already know. Who are you, and what do you want? Yes, I'm a priest. Do you need a priest? I don't think I'll be much help to you. I'm having trouble understanding the gods right now. If all this is part of a divine plan, I'm not sure I want to have anything to do with it. If you came to me for help, you're more of a fool than you look. Look around. What good is a priest? Emperor Uriel Septim? You think the Emperor is my father? No, you must have the wrong man. I am a priest of Akatosh. My father was a farmer. An entire city destroyed to get at me? Why? Because I'm the Emperor's son? I don't know. It's strange. I think you might actually be telling the truth. What does this mean? What do you want from me? No. I'm sorry, but even if what you say is true, I won't abandon these people to their fate. I'll go with you when we can all leave here together.
So, we found Martin. He believes our strange story, which is somehow stranger than fiction, but he won't join us yet. Not until everyone is safe. That's better. Yeah, so enemies are still doing damage, but at least I'm having an easier time doing that. Not much of an easier time, mind, because they're kicking my ass. I can just get on a high ground here. Heal myself up a bit. Do some better magic as well, but the thing is that like healing spells cost more magic, and that's a resource that I have. Just get him down if I have to go up again. Right, keep in mind it's the middle one, John. No, on the right. Got him. Nice. Right. Up we go again. Oh, now, this is nice. Your light armor is like a second skin after all those days and weeks wearing it. You've learned to move easily with it in combat. As a journeyman of light armor, your gear is no longer damaged as swiftly from combat. If I keep dying, this is going. You're going to be seeing this a lot. Up we go. Right. So while healing away with it. I keep forgetting like to use the weight skill because that's really helpful. There we are, that's what I was looking for. Oh. steel warhammer. Nice. So again, mostly iron gear and drops, but steel is an option. I don't know if I said before, like the yeah, when you're in Kvatch, like this bit, even the courtyard, even though it's outdoors, it still plays dungeon music, which is quite eerie. But not here. Just play the Morrowind overworld music again. I might have to do something about that, but I don't want to fuck up the save files and such. If I do have to make another save, I'll get right to this point, probably with a hand-to-hand. So we've cleared that bit out. Let's see if.
Are you ready? We need to move out soon, while we still have a chance to strike. For Kvatch!
For Kvatch! Let me just check the time. Yep. Well, yeah, I've got plenty of time. Right. Let's play further. I do apologise as well if these video lengths are a bit too much. I'm probably going to cut those down. Oh, never mind. We've done all that clearing out to no avail. Seems as though the other NPCs haven't joined the fight yet. Several managed to just be knocked unconscious. So clearing out the courtyard did nothing. Oh, and there's a drum or a chair. That's fantastic. Yeah, this fight is normally done with like 3 NPCs. Oh, now they've gone. I'll deal with the scan. Whoa! So we can deal with the chair. I could make a healing potion of Daedra Hearts, but now it's probably not the best time. So, because the NPC has shot an arrow into the enemy, and the game thinks you can loot the corpse for the arrow, it's also put other random loot in there as well. Like forks. So like these things would not ordinarily have this, like this fork and whatnot in them, but because they've been attacked by an NPC, that's like generated random loot to facilitate like the taking back of the arrow, because you can loot back your arrows from corpses sometimes. Now they're all alive, thank God for that.
We wiped the bastards out! It's safe to pull those people out of the chapel. Let's get in there and make sure they're all right. Come on, this is only the beginning of the battle for Kvatch. We can discuss the next phase once the civilians are safe.
Quite right. So an arrest.
Report, soldier.
Sir, we're all that's left. Barrack Inian, myself, and these civilians.
That's it? There's no one else?
There were others, sir, but they refused to stay put. We tried to convince them it was dangerous, but they left anyway. I guess they didn't make it.
Very well. The area outside the chapel has been cleared, and these people need to be taken to safety. Escort them to the camp south of here at once.
But sir, I want to help fight.
You will, soldier. Once they're secure, get back here immediately. We'll need every available blade. And there'll be plenty of fighting to go around.
Sir, yes, sir. Civilians, it's time to move out. Let's go.
You'll notice that... Oh no, sorry, that was Brother Martin running my way.
I wondered if you'd come back. I admit I've had my doubts about your story.
I mean, of course it would.
You destroyed the Oblivion Gate, they say. You gave them hope. You helped them drive the Daedra back. Yes, I'll come with you to Wayne Priory and hear what Joffrey has to say. Lead on.
Did I say his name like Joffrey before? So, Martin will now follow me everywhere. I can take on as many quests as I like, and he will not object. He can be knocked out, he can be thrown into the seas of Oblivion, the wars of Oblivion, and he will not do anything but follow me. So I don't have to complete that quest, and he's like a permanent companion.
We've done it. I can't believe it. I didn't really think this would work. Maybe we do have a fighting chance. Oh yes, we're not done, not even close. This was only the first step. If this town is to be ours again, we'll need to get inside the castle. You've come this far with us. Will you go further? If we're truly going to succeed, I'll need much more of your help. I warn you, though, what we've seen so far is nothing compared to the battle that likely awaits us.
I think it's right, because I think we have to face
Take a few
Daedroth.
moments to catch your breath and think it over. When you're ready, let me know and we'll get underway.
They seem to be fully healed. So, I'll agree to it.
Are you ready to go? We need your help getting to the castle, but we need to move soon. I knew you'd be up to it. Our goal is the castle gate. We should be able to use this door to get out to the plaza in front of the castle gatehouse. You know the drill. Stick close and keep your eyes open. Let's move out!
That. Oh no, I can't make a potion with it just yet because I need something else. I don't think I'm going to be able to make any potions that can heal me. Oh, I've got nothing. Alchemy is a bit unintuitive in this game, I'm not going to lie. I can make some potions of restore fatigue. Well, that's really something, isn't it? Yeah, you gotta start using, get your alchemy up to get the most out of it. Doesn't take much to level it up, but it does take patience if nothing else. But yeah, collect the hearts because they're good for healing potions. Now up there are archers. Just see one over there. Bloody hell, look at that. That's what magic does to a motherfucker.
Damn it! This is no good!
And they keep respawning as well.
The gates are locked, and the only way to open them is from within the gatehouse. We can't open that gate from out here. The only mechanism for raising it is inside the gatehouse. And the only way to get into the gatehouse now be through the passage at the North Guardhouse, but that's always kept locked. Hurry and find Barrich Inian. He should be back in the chapel. Should still have the key to the guardhouse. Once you've got it, get to the guardhouse, find the passage, and open that gate. Then we can get inside the castle and secure it.
Up until now I've always pronounced it Beric. Oh shit. The guards are here, that's not good.
We saw the smoke from the Gold Road while out on patrol. How can we help? We'll be right behind you. I'm just waiting for Captain Mattias to give the order. Finally, a chance to fight back. I'll never forget him. He saved as many as he could that terrible night. If only they'd listened and stayed with us in the chapel. Yes, I have it. Why? That's right. They managed to close the castle gates just before we were forced in here. I'm afraid you're in for a tough time, friend. The city's in bad shape, and it will be difficult to make it to the guardhouse by yourself. I'd better go with you. We'll have to go through the chapel undercroft, and then through what's left of the city. If I don't make it, take the key and carry on without me. You'll need to reach the tower at the north wall of the city.
So you gotta make sure that NPCs go through the door fully, or else they take a sweet ass time, and you gotta go back in to the other room to make sure they teleport through. Look at that guard just like using the corpse. I mean, I think it is like actually checking the pulse, but like they're also looting as well. Because like, they have like two fingers out like that as if to check the pulse on the neck. Following NPCs in the game can be a bit of a pain as well. You've got to stay close behind them. Or like, you've got to be like in a certain radius. Oh, sorry. If you want Oblivion memes, check out the Fave Bros. They are brilliant. Like, they're like the OG Oblivion memers. And like they do the brilliant thing. Furthermore, like they actually attract the attention of Wes Johnson, the voice actor you've probably heard the most in this Let's Play so far. And like he's brilliant in it. He's fantastic. Also as well in this place, the combat music doesn't start up. There's always a somber tone to it all. I couldn't actually see what was happening there.
Lead the way. I'm right behind you.
Unless you need something, let's continue on to Waynon Priory. I've put myself in your hands. Don't fail me. Unless you need... To Waynon Priory, then.
Yeah, we're just taking a bit of a detour. Consider it the scenic route. Anything here that's useful? Oh, alchemical stuff, nice. A repair hammer, I'm going to use that anyway. Ah, journeyman and repairer, shit. Okay, right.
This is it. The entrance to the passage is right here. I'll unlock it for you. Best of luck.
You're not going with us?
If Captain Marius is waiting on you to get that gate raised, you'd better get moving. I'm going to head back and meet up with the rest of the troops.
Fair enough. We'll wait an hour. Healed up. Everyone ready? Good. Martin's with me. Right. So right, let's go! And our objective is all the way over here. Is it? Yes, there's a ladder here. Excuse my throat if you just heard it then. Right. So there you can see the enemy. Oh, no you can't, but you can see them all charging for the enemy. Yeah, the enemy is there. There he is. No, that's our boys there. They're all ready. This is called combat as a sport versus combat as a war. Combat sport versus combat as war. What you're seeing here is combat as sport. Oh my god. Let's see if I can just pull some of them out. Save some of our boys. Oh dear. Oh lordy.
This area is clear. We've got to get inside and find the Count before it's too late. Move out!
So, anything... Oh, hello, 2 gold, nice. It's not often that arrows get stuck in the wall, so that's good. Yeah, they normally bounce off surfaces rather than get lodged in them. Yep, still doing a good time. So, what did I just pick up that I really like the look of? Can't have been important, just gonna drop some stuff. Oh yeah, that's right, I wanted to wait. Okay. Go! Oh, hello. One of them's decided he's had enough. Or she, I think, I'm not sure. Yep, so nope. Get the fuck out of here. Just casually.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. I'm just warming up, you pathetic.
Punch fire? That's not a bad idea whatsoever. Fire salts. So these are flame attributes. Oh shit. So, what you saw there was a bit of friendly fire. Enemies will rather... Well, like, yeah, even like friendly characters will... Oh shit, Alan Funnius is down. I shall honour him by taking his clothes. You have a stolen Kvatch shield. And... You can have my boots, you can have my helmet back. I will honour him by wearing his trousers. Oh! Oh, sorry, I've given you my armour. There, as I say, I'm going to honour him by wearing his armour. So, these are scamps and they have scamp skin. Useful, I'll come across. Oh shit, here we go. So because that... Well, the margin's broken up again. Yeah. So, he attacked a friendly character. They're acting in self-defense. Yeah. This is going to continue until... Yeah, so... Let's, make sure that he doesn't attack people again. I'm going to take the blows from my end because I don't want him getting hurt. Just punching the flame demon. Oh no! Your killing has been observed by forces unknown. That's not good. Yeah. Yeah, no, we don't want that. So... That is essentially the way you attract the Dark Brotherhood if you murder someone. So, bandits are all okay, that's fine. If you kill a named NPC, so like a civilian or something like that, and it goes unwitnessed, it is witnessed by someone else. People who you really don't want to notice. And those people are none other than the Dark Brotherhood. Who are the Dark Brotherhood? Oh, shit. Brother Martin. This is no conduct worthy of a priest.
All right, we'll hold this area. You head to the back of the castle and find the Count.
In fact, what I might do is to save Brother Martin getting his arse handed to him.
Unless you...
I'm going to ask him to wait here because he's causing a lot of trouble. Let's start again. So the Dark Brotherhood are basically a band of assassins, and they're like essentially almost like religious killers. I'm not no word of a lie. Like they actually have a religion. They are assassins who, like they will take money, but they also like it's not like a life for a life. So.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed!
God damn it, Eland. That is my favourite dude. Yeah. Have that, that'll keep you nice and warm. Have my old Kvatch cuirass. Have that shield. And have some boots just in case. Right, anyway. Time to put on some armor. So far, no PvP. Shame about Island, but otherwise, okay. So yeah, so the...
All right, this is it. We'll hold this area.
We've already had this before. So...
Unless you need... Unless...
So yeah, you have to summon them, you have to perform the Black Sacrament, you have to... Basically, when you call the Assassins of the Black Hand, rather than the Brotherhood... No prizes for guessing who the Black Hand actually are in real life. Or rather what the Black Hand is a reference to in real life.
Getting tired?
We're not going that way.
What's the matter? Getting tired? You dare oppose the might of the Imperial Legion? Show me what you've got. This ends here. This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. You pathetic worm.
Some nice stuff here. And it can be taken as well, not stolen, so that's good. Anything here of note? So it's being burned alive? Nope. This is a safe location, so I might just have a kip. Right, we're all rested up. Good, no more bodies, great. Let's go around. Yeah, so like you've got to perform the Black Sacrament to summon the Dark Brotherhood. A life must be taken. You don't summon the Dark Brotherhood lightly. And they have a lot of political sway. Like they will use bribery to make their presence hidden. But failing that, like they will like deliver on threats. Oh, thick calluses cover your knuckles and joints from long hours of punching and kicking. We can attest to that. At long last, you are a journeyman in hand-to-hand combat. Your sidestep power attack now has a chance to disarm your opponent. Press and hold attack while moving to the left or right to use a power attack. Wow. Fortunately, we're not fighting any foes that are... So that's good. Nice. And what does a hand-to-hand look like? Oh, I don't, just gone down to 3. Oh, that's why, yeah, because I'm not wearing the bands of Quang Lao. Right, now it looks like 4. Okay, that's good. This is unfortunately the Count, Ormelius Goldwine, Count Kvatch. There's no way of saving him. Got his signet ring, take his money, he ain't gonna need that where he's going. Could have left him some money to pay the ferryman, never mind, too late. I don't think there's a ferryman where he's going, to be honest. Cheap wine, gold wine. Let's take that money. Anything else? Surely blood wine. Also put on bed. Well, I mean, the owner's dead, so... Never mind, I'm not going to get into that. So, is there anything else going on in this room? Parchment. Ooh, yummy. 3 whole parchments. Quill, orange, strawberries, yum. Like, it may be the end times, but that's no excuse to skip on your 5 a day. Oh, hello. Sorry about this. So yeah, I'm expecting the package at some stage. So I apologise if I suddenly have to nip away. I'll just have to make some more potions, won't I? It's like a child's idea on how to cook. Yeah, and that gets rid of some of your encumbrance. And of course, we can sit on the throne of Kvatch.
Lead the way. I'm right behind you.
Address our subjects. Very nice. Right. So, oh, and by the way, like the typical throne model, like especially like the broken one like that, is always the one of Kvatch. Yeah.
Where is the Count? Why is he not with you?
I mean, why do you think?
We were too late. If only we'd gotten here sooner. This is indeed a dark day for all of us left. But I thank you for risking your own life to help us. Did you find the Count's ring by any chance? At least, this is safe. Thank you. I shall make sure it is protected for the time when a new Count is crowned. Here. Take this. I have no use for it. I'm tired of fighting. It may serve you well in days to come.
No, there's nothing left to do.
Take your time.
Right, disposition with him is maxed out. So he's given me his armour, which is enchanted. Fortifies my endurance and strength, so it's increased my temper. So long as I wear it, my endurance and my strength is fortified. Nice.
Kvatch was rebuilt from ruins once before, and she'll do it again. You have my thanks.
The reason why that voice sounds a bit odd is because this is part of the Kvatch rebuilt mod, which has just been set there. So now we can choose, if we wish to, spend some time rebuilding Kvatch later on in the game. So we might spend a few episodes doing that. Let's see if we could just initiate it though. because it was always regrettable that you couldn't rebuild Kvatch, and it was one of the biggest mods that people ever demanded. It was like, we want Kvatch rebuilt. We want the ability to do that. Just a moment. Sorry about that. Don't know if Dad was going on or not. Oh, when you have people following you as well, you don't count as being seen. At least by that person. So that it doesn't, like, give you a false positive on your... on your stealth checks. So...
Kvatch is finished. There's nothing left. Well met.
Oh, she's got nothing left. So I think she'll go back down to the encampment, yeah. So yeah, so Kvatch is in a bit of a sorry state. And it's a shame, because I love Kvatch, and I really wanted to be part of the base game where, like, you can actually build the city back. But yeah, it would have been quite expensive on the game's part as well, I think, to do that. I know that modders did it, but you got to think about doing it in the time that they take to do it, hiring the voice actors that they do. Yeah. So I think we might have to do some travelling a bit, and as I do, I think I might spend some time talking. In fact, no, I might do it in the next episode, talking about why Oblivion is like one of my favourite games of all time, and what its influence on the genre was, and indeed the console at the time. Because Oblivion, I desperately want to talk about it, but yeah, Oblivion, you gotta understand, like, for all the faults that we find with Oblivion today, that's why. Because if I go back into the city, all these tents will have been moved up there. Into the city itself, I think. Or not. Yes. So here we are. Everything's been moved back in.
I'm just lucky to be alive. I hope I can help. Farewell.
So they've cleared out a bit of room here. And you can start to travel around and you'll see where they've cleaned up. So this was once the arena. Trying to find where all the NPCs are gone. It doesn't really matter, like... Oh. Okay. Ah, there we are. So yeah, so one of these NPCs will have, like, some instructions for us on how to rebuild Kvatch.
Why have the gods forsaken us? Enough talk.
Who's the original NPC? In fact, I would have got a quest in my log.
What? Maybe we can rebuild, but things will never be the same. We had everything here. Beautiful gardens, fresh mountain air. Did you know Kvatch had the only arena in Cyrodiil outside the Imperial City? All gone now, though. Just smoke and mud and rubble. Farewell.
Trying to find the NPC who does this. No, it's not you, is it?
I'm sorry. The destruction was worse than I had feared.
I like listening to the
So
stories.
many dead. It was almost better not knowing. Then at least I had hope. Farewell.
You've done us a great service, stranger. We're all grateful.
No, it's not this guy. I'd like to listen more, but
Farewell.
I need to help with something downstairs. Just bear with me.
You're the one who closed the gate. Thank you. Be seeing you.
I'll worry about this later. I'll try and initiate it later. For the time being, let's get Martin to Winham Prairie.
Help! You must help! They're killing everyone at Waynon Priory. I don't know. I think they're right behind me. Prior Maberel is dead. I was in the sheepfold when they attacked. I heard the prior talking to someone. Looked around the corner to see who it was. They looked like travelers, ordinary. Suddenly weapons appeared in their hands, and they cut the prior down before he could move. They saw me watching, and I ran. Whew. I don't know. In the chapel, praying, I think. You must help us!
Yep, they're right behind you. I like how I just told them to wait. I just told them a second.
Watch out, there may be more! Take that! Take that! God's blood! That came out of nowhere! Have you seen Grandmaster Joffrey? Quick! He may need our help!
Your timing is... You're back. Thank Talos. They attacked without warning. I was praying in the chapel when I heard Prior Maberel shout. I had just time to arm myself. The Amulet of Kings. I fear that was the target of this attack. I kept it in a secret room in Waynon House. We need to go see if it is safe. We'll go together, but I fear the worst. I fear the enemy came here for the Amulet of Kings.
I do like black robes. I like robes in this game.
Good to see you.
Yes? They've taken it! The Amulet of Kings is gone! The enemy has defeated us at every turn! So it has not all gone against us. Thank Talos for that. We gained Uriel's heir and lost the Amulet of Kings. Martin cannot stay here. We have driven them off, but they will be back once they learn of Martin's survival. Which they will. Nowhere is truly safe against the power arrayed against us, but we must play for time, at least. Cloud Ruler Temple, I think. The hidden fortress of the Blades in the mountains near Bruma. A few men can hold it against an army. We should leave at once. With the amulet taken by the enemy, we must get Martin to safety at Cloud Ruler Temple. Cloud Ruler Temple was built long ago by the founders of the Blades, back in the days of Raymond Cyrodiil. It is high in the mountains near Bruma, our ancient fortress, sanctuary, refuge of last resort. Martin will be as safe there as anywhere.
And that's why everybody loves Raymond. Right, so...
We should get moving.
Let's have a look at what may have been in here. Broken chest. 10 commands and 9 demands. Lines say, above all else, be good to one another. Party on, be excellent to one another, and party on, dudes. Is literally what the 9 divines say.
As a blade, my place is at Martin's side. We should get moving. I won't rest easy until Martin is safe at Cloud Ruler Temple.
Let's continue on to Cloud Ruler Temple. I haven't had a good night's sleep since Kvatch was attacked. The sooner we reach Cloud Ruler Temple, the better. Lead on.
As a blade, my plate. We should get moving. I won't rest easy until Martin is safe at Cloud Ruler Temple.
Seems you've bloodied your knuckles a few times.
So that was an NPC commenting on my hand-to-hand skill, which is pretty good. Thankfully the sheep are safe. Thank goodness for that. So, these guys are now going to ride the horses, and I could take Priam Aberyl's horse, but I choose not to. I'm going to run there. In fact, we could take some time in this episode to talk about Oblivion, or we could talk about, in fact, let's talk about the DLC, shall we? Because we're going to walk there. First, I'm going to take a quick break, and then we'll get back. And I am back, for the most part. Apologies for this. So, Brother Martin and Joffrey are going to make their way to Bruma, which is all the way up there, and they're going to go to Cloud Ruler Temple. So we're going to have a bit of a walk. We might even learn some skills on the way and level up. So, while we're having a bit of a wander, shall we, talk about horse armour. Let's get it out of the way. So, a bit of context. Video games used to produce something called expansion packs. And expansion packs would basically be big additions to a game. So you would release the game, and then because you couldn't like patch content to it, you had to have it on a disc or dial up a BBS, a bulletin board system. Or you'd have patches sent through the mail and things like that. Honestly, on a CD. And expansion packs would like provide a lot of content to the game, sometimes even like as big as the base game itself. It was almost like a sequel without calling it a sequel. However, Microsoft came out with this idea called downloadable content. The idea that it was a Oh, I see they're following us, okay. Martin, you can get on your horse if you like. Never mind. So the idea being that it was a big piece of content for your game. And then you had DLC. And Microsoft brought out DLC as an idea for their marketplace on Xbox Live. The idea behind DLC being that it could be developers and publishers could release piecemeal content for money. So you didn't have to wait ages for expansion packs. You could just have little tiny pieces of content, and they would just add to your game. I'm just going to keep watching this for a bit. And oh, what's up this way? I think there's a road leading in this way. Is there? Is there not? I don't know. Seems to be a cave that this path is leading to. Or at least I can add it to the map. So yeah, so then you'd have this piecemeal content. And who better than Bethesda Softworks to showcase that content? Well, now I'm definitely coming to your house and killing you. I imagine I ain't got enough room. Never mind, I'll have to sell some stuff. And to do that, we'll have to go to Cloud Ruler Temple. Here's a nice bridge and a nice waterfall. But I believe there's treasure in here. Let's have a look. Chest here. We've always got to check, because there is usually loot around these parts. I believe it's one of these waterfalls that has a chest. And a ledge. Oh, apparently not. Underwater, maybe? Not that I can see. Never mind, let's get back on the bridge. So, who better than Bethesda Softworks who had released DLC in the past with the expansions to Morrowind? you know, they could quite easily be trusted to deliver the content, right? Their first attempt at making content for the game after the launch was, as you might imagine from its reputation, piss poor. Did I punch it in the air? Nice. Yeah, it was piss poor. They released basically armour for horses, which would increase their health pool, and nothing else. So here we have a note for the that you would receive upon activating the DLC. Dear reader, in celebration of the launch of our new barding services, we are offering a free set of horse armour to the bearer of this letter. To retrieve your reward, bring your favourite horse along with this notice to the Chestnut Handy stables outside of the Imperial City. I'll spread the word of our new horse armour services. Chestnut Handy, because we can't afford not to protect your horse. Signed, Snack Grabera, owner, Chestnut Handy Stables. So, yeah. The thing is that it would basically just increase your horse's health and give them, you know...
Let's continue on.
And just make them look a bit different with the armour on. So, this doesn't sound like that big a problem. Like, what is the problem? The reason for the righteous indignation for the time was because this was entirely new. Bearing in mind that we'd come from things like Warcraft 3, the Frozen Throne. We'd come back from, this is after, the Diablo expansions. This is after, all this stuff that you're trying to have, that we've had for a while now that was really good quality. And now you're telling me that we have to pay for this? And what is this? Horse armor. It's not an expansion. There's no story. There's nothing else to it. Now I believe this place is of more importance than I initially realised. Well, it is now because I've just been shot in the fucking back. So, and I will show you the horse armor at some stage. This was like after the Frozen Throne. This is after Ultima's, amazing expansions, This is after Baldur's Gate 2, Shadows of Am, and things like that. You have to understand that at the time, this was massively offensive, that they were charging this much money for IS. This is Sanctator, a location that we will need later on. And is actually like intended to be a pain in the ass to find. I just stumbled across it randomly. So, yeah, so this DLC came about and it just single-handedly killed the prospect of downloadable content ever being a force for good in games. Because it was basically just nickeling and diming, like this couldn't just be added to the game, or this couldn't be in a future expansion. This then caused Bethesda, from what I understand, to start getting their shit together with expansions. And they started with things like Knights of the Nine and the Shivering Isles. Yeah? Because it wasn't enough to just simply give people content. It had to be good content, it had to be worth the money. Now today, horse armor is fine. People still meme about it whenever a game does release horse armor. I think it's been done for Dynasty Warriors and perhaps even Elden Ring. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that, it's like a pre-order bonus or something. But people meme about it still. But no one, I think, really has any right to be upset about it anymore. Not when it has had its impact on the game. The time to be mad is over. Now, the thing is that in a way, I disagree with that statement. my own idea of like, you know, like, look, you no longer have the right to be mad about it, because the thing is, this affected DLC forever. This changed the course of the entire industry. This made sure that pre-order perks were now DLC. This made sure that content could be cut out of games and sold back to people to encourage them to buy the game earlier. Sight unseen and things like that. Yeah? DLC meant that developers could get away with a lot of bad practice in the industry. And yeah, just like continue with a lot of shitty behaviour. Without horse armour, like put it into this perspective, without horse armour we wouldn't have loot boxes, online passes, battle passes, we wouldn't have map packs, we wouldn't have all these other practices. Going online is one of the best and worst things to ever happen to video games. It really is. Because now, and don't get me wrong, it's like it wasn't just Bethesda. Believe me, anyone else could have done this. It's just that horse armour was the one to ignite the flames of righteous indignation. It was the one that got people to hate DLC. Still to this, like, you don't see it very often, but people, like, used to absolutely abhor DLC. They would say, I've never bought a DLC in my life because it ruins the industry, this, that and the other. And they're right. But, good God.
Speak, citizen. If you've got to travel, by the 9 Divines, stay on the roads. The wilderness just isn't safe anymore. We've had sightings, you see. The Daedra. Move along.
Sorry about that, I just had to have a nice bit of day-old kebab. So, I apologise to my darling in advance if I have food poisoning and I can't come over tomorrow. Or rather, I can't have you over tomorrow, but we will see. So yeah. So DLC just like ruined, rather Horse Armour just ruined DLC. Think of a good DLC that isn't like considered an expansion pack. And you have Oblivion to thank for it, and you also have Oblivion to thank for it for essentially not being as, like, that DLC being as well received as it could have been. Just the sheer notoriety of it, I think, propelled DLC into people's attention. Because the thing is that people, like, even bad publicity in video games works. People do buy games just to see how bad the game is, or think, oh, you know what, I don't actually miss that game, I will play it again. Because I did it with World of Warcraft. I would hear so many bad things about it all the time, and I would just subscribe to it again. So, yeah. However, I will say now that with the whole... I will actually have a bit of a veer off topic and say that, you know, when it comes to like the sexual assault allegations and such, I'm like, no, I will not resubscribe to that game as long as those people responsible are still there. I guess that this is my official stance on it, that look, I can't imagine that, for example, like my partner worked at a place and was, you know, sexually harassed or sexually assaulted, and I'm just sat there playing their games going, yeah, but they made a good game. You know, is that fair? No. That's not right. It would be up to her entirely to decide if she wants me to see her art, her contribution to an artistic project by multiple people. But until then, no. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. Imagine if that was my daughter, my mother, my sister, my partner, whatever. You know? That's when I'm like, how can I be okay with like sexual assault and harassment in these studios? So, yeah. So yeah. So with Blizzard, like, I really don't want. I want to give them as little money as attention as I can. Unfortunately, I'm perfectly fine with that. Outside, there's plenty of other games out there that I can play that aren't made by complete shitheads. So that's good. So I'm just going to quickly take a brief break from that unfortunate business to talk about this. This is an Ayleid well. These give you magical effects. These wells do respawn, so I've not just like drawn all the magic from it, but they have different effects. And I think, well, actually no, yeah, I think they do. And like they will fortify your magicka in addition to other things. I think sometimes, I'm sure. But yeah, so this basically just gives me more magic. So instead of how much I had before, I now have 127. So it's by 47, so I think it's increased my magic from 80. That's good. And it does last a good while as well. So just going back up. Oh! Oh, that's right. Don't know what the hell that was then. Bandits. Interestingly, there are no mounted enemies in this game, barring like the ones you make. So if you make an enemy with a enemies with the guard, they will ride to you on horseback, but they won't actually fight on horseback because they can't. There is no mounted combat. So have a quick look up these stairs and see what's here. Ah, now this will be a shrine, a way shrine, but to which god I wonder? Honor the 9 and do pray at my chapel to receive my blessings. Way shrine of Akatosh. How appropriate that's so close to Bruma. I wonder why Akatosh so is important to me. You'll find out soon. But yeah, he's like the dragon god, essentially. So, just checking something real quick. Yeah, that's all running good. Okay, that's fine. So, yeah. So now, when we go to a chapel and we pray to that shrine, we can receive Akatosh's blessing. Akatosh's blessing is no doubt going to be strength. Let's see. Jaws of Akatosh, fortify speed. Oh, nice. Okay. And magicka. Nice. So increased it by another 10 points. Nice. So yeah, so Oblivion and DLC was an unfortunate thing, but Bethesda got their shit together with Knights of the Nine, an expansion pack that was essentially made, I think, to make up for the fact that they screwed the entire industry going forward. And the Knights of the Nine is a pretty good expansion. I still prefer the Shivering Isles, but it's decent. Not to mention as well, like, this stuff at the time was fairly cheap. The Shivering Isles, I don't think sold for any more than £25 anywhere, and that was really good because like expansion packs now got like at the time could have cost you like about the same price as the game, or more or less. But yeah, and then these expansion packs were quite cheap. And we started to see a bit more of a baseline with DLC, so how much people are willing to pay, and how much are they going to charge for it. So map packs would be like £15, and even adjusted for inflation, that's not a lot. That is not that much. So I'm coming up to another landmark as well I need to talk about, which I don't know that much about, if I'm honest. So I think these are Waystones, and the others are Doomstones. I'll just heal myself real quick. So, this is a rune stone. So you see it's conjured armor and weapons. So, this will give you a conjured armor and armament. So I've got a dagger and gauntlets. Daedric armor and Daedric gauntlets there. And you can go up to them and just get a free weapon for a limited time. As soon as I stow it away, it'll go away. Now, I just want to quickly add some things to my map. So first of all, if I put away that weapon, I've got these gloves, and do my gauntlets actually improve my... No, they don't. I thought they do the opposite now. Martin, you cheeky bitch. Taking my gear. So yes, bound equipment is essentially these are the goblins of it. 3 what? 3 feather goblin. So this is their clan, the 3 feathers. You can get the clans to war against each other if you like find their staves and like place them in different caves and such. At least that's the theory. I've never actually really tried it, I don't think. Barring a single quest. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly go here, and then we will go to, because this I think is going to be a shrine of importance. Shrine of importance, not impotency. Is there a shrine? No, an Amira shrine. So... follow a new requires... oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so I think she needs someone evil. Or maybe someone good, I don't know. So this is a Daedric shrine, so these are shrines dedicated to the Daedric gods. Not all of them are quite as bad as Mirror's Dagon, although bad is subjective in certain ways, I guess. Especially in a game like this, with because faith is important, but that's me jumping. That sound. Yeah, so faith is important in the Elder Scrolls series, and yeah. But yes, so. But yeah, the Daedric shrines. You pray to them. They give you a quest, and you can complete that quest for rewards, and some of those rewards are pretty good. One that I must do at level 10, level am I now? Level 5, is Nocturnal's quest, because she gives you a very important reward. Thieves! Oh look here, this looks a bit interesting. I believe this rock is actually a landmark when you're trying to find Sankator. In fact, if I am correct in thinking this is Hero Hill that we're approaching. Yep, more of those rocks there. Oh, Dragon Claw Rock. Okay, so yeah. So actually, how far are we to Bruma? Oh, we've gone in the completely wrong direction. Never mind. Let's carry on anyway. Have a bit of a wander. Why not? So we could just fast travel to there. To climb through the temple. Oh. Never mind, we can't go that way. Oh, all the way back. So we get to talk more about DLC. Yay. So... yeah, so... I'm trying to think of something else to say about the DLC. Yeah, it's. I think it's like it considerably changed how people receive DLC, especially when the Elder Scrolls games, particularly Morrowind going forward, were so modular. So mods are the ability to modify the game and add all manner of things. And Bethesda was essentially selling. I need to equip my other gauntlets now. I already have, that's good. And Bethesda were essentially just already selling stuff that people could already do. It's like they didn't need horse armor. They were trying to sell horse armor. And then they had like the same fiasco with Skyrim. Like the Creation Club and demanding that modders be paid and things like that. Without any real sort of like consultation with Steam and, you know, the player base and all this sort of thing. Here we are at the city of Bruma, which we can pass through.
Hello.
And we will spend a lot of time in Bruma later on. But yeah, it's a really nice city, one of my favourites actually.
Good to see you.
So that's someone of importance.
How goes
But
it?
that'll change.
Have mercy. One more coin, and I can get a pair of shoes.
Thank you, kind sir.
Yeah, you're gonna get used to that.
Sirach is a good healer. He's a Red Guard, but you'd think he was a Nord the way he acts.
Right. I did see a funny article lately where like a Swedish man was pulled over for being so drunk they thought it was Danish. Yeah, I thought it was good. Yeah. That was quite amusing. So, yeah, DLC. Yeah, so like mods just could have done that anyway, and like they're charging for it. And then they did the same with Creation Club. The thing is that like Bethesda have done quite well with DLC in the past. Let's be real, they have. Like for every, I don't know, like Fallout Vault Maker in Fallout 4, you had several point lookouts. You had several, you know, you had the, like in Fallout 3 you had all the DLC was good. You had like Operation Anchorage, you had Operation Anchorage, you had Point Lookout, you had the Pit, you had a lot of great content. Now normally these two would get here on horseback and it would be quite a glorious sight. Oh, and now the door opens.
I've put myself in your hands.
Grandmaster, is this... Yes, Cyrus. This is the Emperor's son, Martin Septim.
My lord, welcome to Cloud Ruler Temple. We have not had the honor of an emperor's visit in many years.
Ah, well, thank you. The honor is mine.
Come, your blades are waiting to greet you.
And here we come up to one of the coolest scenes of the game. Indeed, possibly in all of RPGs. I'm going to say the coolest, but definitely one of them. Turn up the volume for this one.
Blades, dark times are upon us. The Emperor and his sons were slain on our watch. The Empire is in chaos. But there is yet hope. Here is Martin Septim, true son of Uriel Septim.
Hail, Dragonborn! Hail, Martin Septim! Hail!
Your Highness, the blades are at your command. You will be safe here until you can take up your throne.
Joffrey, all of you. I know you all expect me to be Emperor. I'll do my best. But this is all new to me. I'm not used to giving speeches, but I wanted you to know that I appreciate your welcome here. I hope I prove myself worthy of your loyalty in the coming days. That's it. Thank you.
Well then, thank you, Martin. We'd all best get back to our duties, eh, Captain?
Hail.
Not much of a speech, was it? Didn't seem to bother them, though. The blade saluting me and hailing me as Martin Septim. I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I know I would be dead by now if it weren't for you. Thank you. But everyone expects me to suddenly know what to do, how to behave. They want an emperor to tell them what to do, and I haven't the faintest idea.
Sorry. What's going on here? I think like Martin just looked at her awkwardly like, do you mind? Like, is she dicking around back there again?
Of course. The Amulet of Kings. So I, can take it to the Temple of the One and light the dragon fires. And stop the Oblivion invasion. The Emperor. That's an idea that will take some getting used to. In any case, we need the amulet first. Maybe Joffrey will know where to start. All practitioners of Daedric magic are familiar with the almost impenetrable barrier between our world and Oblivion.
Every schoolboy knows.
What the Emperor told you implies that the amulet is the key to the preservation of that barrier. What I saw at Kvatch. Everything I know about Daedric magic says that such stable portals are impossible. Yet those gates to Oblivion existed. The old rules no longer apply. Kvatch is only the beginning of what Mehrunes Dagon will do. If the amulet is truly pulling the barriers between our world and Oblivion, you must waste no time in recovering it. I haven't always been a priest. In my youth, I followed a different path. I know more than I want to about the seductive power of Daedric magic. Let's just leave it at that.
I can't get over this face here. It's fucking brilliant.
Something has changed to make these stable portals to Oblivion possible. Joffrey believes that the death of the Emperor and the darkening of the Dragonfires is the key. Don't worry about me, my friend.
Sir.
I know I'm in
Sir.
good hands.
What can I do for you, sir?
Just stop looking stupid at him.
The Emperor's death was a harsh lesson for all of us. We failed in our duty to the Dragonborn. It must not happen again. Sometimes when it's quiet, I walk the battlements and breathe in the cold mountain air. It's the only peace I allow myself. May Talus guide you.
You have proven yourself a loyal servant of the Empire, as worthy as any of the Blades to stand by Martin's side during this crisis. As the Grand Master of the Blades, I would be honored to accept you into our order. Will you join us? The Blades are sworn to the service of the Emperor as the mortal representative of the dragon blood of the divine Talos. It is my honor to welcome you into our ranks as a Knight Brother of the Blades.
So, depending on how you do before this point, you can become a Knight Brother of the Blades. Doesn't really afford you that many perks, but if you're a faction collector like me, you'll want to join the Blades. To join the Blades early on, you should try and take as little resources as possible from the Blades in terms of when you are offered assistance by excuse me, Brother Martin. You should try to like minimize casualties leading up to this point as best you can. Again, Blades ones especially. Basically just don't take as many liberties and you'll be able to join the Blades. You will get this offer at numerous points in the game, but again, you have to sort of like prove yourself worthy. You have to be in Joffrey's good books.
This fortress is well supplied with arms and armor. Use what you need from the armory in the East Wing. This place was built by Raymond Cyrodiil Zakaviri Dragon Guard at the founding of the Second Empire. Since then, it has served the Blades as headquarters, fortress, and sanctuary. We can protect Martin here until you recover the Amulet of Kings.
Like you protect the Emperor.
You're right. We must try to recover the amulet before the enemy takes it out of our reach. You should go back to the Imperial City. Boris may have learned something about the assassins. You'll find Boris at Luther Broad's boarding house in the Elven Gardens district of the Imperial City. The Amulet of Kings is the key to everything now.
I'm sorry that I'm stuffing my face.
Martin can use it to light
I
the
haven't eaten all
dragonfires
day,
in the
so
Temple of the One, and
please bear with me.
reseal the barriers between Oblivion and our world. Give my warm regards to Boris. Tell him he should not blame himself for the Emperor's death. He did well to send you to me.
So we get the Akaviri Katana. Very nice indeed. I think you're actually offered the choice of an Akaviri or a Daikatana. Daikatana is a two-handed sword like what Joffrey's got there, or rather Joffrey's got. I need to drop some stuff, so let's drop that for the time being. Just until I can get some housing and some storage. fireplace. Can't fit in it though. So you can have a look around. Oh, excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. My delivery of Morkborg stuff got here. Woohoo! Like Cyborg as well. Cyborg. So we, like Larissa and I, might have to play this on our Easter weekend away. We shall see. We might just stick to D&D. I'm just going to put this away real quick. But yeah. I've been dead looking forward to that. That's the package I've been trying to chase for fucking ages now. Anyway, let's get back into the game. And might be an idea as well to save so we don't crash. Still novice gear. Shame. The Waters of Oblivion. I know that's a rare book, but it's not one that has skills. Modern Heretics. Oh, something happened there, but I don't know what. Legendary Scar. Bloody hell, there's so many games here, books here that I'm not familiar with. Oh, that's a play. I'll take that. We can read that later. Any other skill books? Manual of Armour? I don't know if that's a skill book. Mysterious Akavir. Another book about Akatosh.
This whole business of being heir to the throne will take some getting used to. Please bear with me. Farewell, my friend.
Right, it's a Daedra. So, also as well you might find gear. So like the blaze helmet, the shield. Oh, torch is burnt out. Right. Baron's Eye. I must read that. The whole series of the real Baron's Eye. Oh, let's light it up. So, that's the katana. Very nice indeed. It's folded steel 1,000 times. This stuff, oh, you can't actually sell it for any value. I think it's heavy armour as well, so it's no good to me. I'm more light armour. Oh no, lad. Here's an Necrofury Die Katana. Two-handed. Bloody hell, that's quite fast actually. Why am I doing hand to hand? Okay.
Sir, I haven't time to talk right now, I'm afraid, but I'm sure one of the other blades can help. Try speaking with Belisarius or Caroline.
I like how the guy just paused there to like try and mentally process how to pronounce that name. Try talking with Belisarius or Caroline.
What can I do for you, sir? The Emperor's death was a harsh lesson for all of us.
Oh Christ, no, I don't want to hear that again.
If you need armor, weapons, or just a place to sleep, the barracks in the West Wing is available to any of us. There's no place more secure in all of Cyrodiil. I wish we could have gotten our Lord Uriel here. May Talus guide you.
So, I could go to the Imperial City, or I could sell some stuff off. So we're going to do that now. In fact, let's spend some time in Bruma, shall we? Because we've done a bit of the main quest. Let's, we've got some time left. I think I'm going to drag this out till about 3 o'clock maybe. This might be about a 4-hour episode. So I think what we should do is we should perhaps have a look in Bruma and see what's happening there. Let's have a nice wander down. So yeah, so I'm glad we've talked about horse armour. A tragedy. Yeah. But I would like to talk about Oblivion and why I like it in a more like walky episode, which I'm sure there will be more of. We will have plenty of dungeons to delve and all sorts of stuff to do over time. But first I want to get some training done.
Yes.
Let's wander around the city of Rumour. Now it's 12 in the morning, so shops are still open somehow.
Seems you've bloodied your knuckles a few times.
That's the
Yeah?
only thing that people comment on.
I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring new members. Not bad work for some folks.
Let's hear a little bit about Rumour.
We drink because we're happy. We're Nords. It's just the thick tongue and fat head the day after that makes me unhappy. Be seeing ya.
What is it, sir? You hear about Jorunda? He was caught stealing gold, and now he's in jail. Oh, I bet Arnora's beside herself with grief.
So sometimes rumours will have a quest associated with them, and if the name pops up like that, off the top it pops up like that, then that means that there is a quest associated with it.
Arnora and Jorunda were once a happy couple, but that's over now. I hear that he took all their money and stashed it after he committed a robbery. He was going to skip town on Arnora, but got arrested before making good on his escape. Now she has no money left at all. Poor thing. Take care.
What can I do for you today? Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Doesn't have any wares to sell.
Anyone looking for work should...
Oh yeah, fine.
The Countess is Heartland Nibanian, and so are most guildsmen and chapelmen, but most others are as Nordish as you'll find. I've got a room, and a cheap one at that. You're looking for one? Right then. Head up the stairs. It's the first door on your right. Remember, I didn't say it was clean. I said it was cheap. Good journey to you.
So, it's this room here. Now, I would like to stay in there, but I must find a trainer. Chapels are open all night. Most shops close at certain times. And we can now pray to Akatosh, but he's not in the centre there, because this place is dedicated to Talos. So if we can find Akatosh here, which I believe is this one here, you make Father Akatosh proud, I get his blessing. And so instead of having to go to his shrine in the open world, I can go there instead. Move for Roma. Okay, so we're going to wait a bit. I know I just paid for a room. Please don't question my ways. Oh, hello.
There you are. You're tough to catch up with. I have a message from Savlian Matthias. He requests that you come see him as soon as you can.
Okay, so that's the quest. To restore Kvatch.
I'm Surotan, proud owner of Nova Roma, a little piece of Heartland Empire here in the lofty Gerals.
Also got a
Have
bit
a
of
look around.
jaundice going on.
You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Let's try and sell some stuff, shall we? Let's go to this mace, for instance.
That's a fair deal.
Try and get rid of these arrows. Arrows are a good money spinner.
You've...
I don't need chainmail gauntlets because I need those fists. I could do with getting rid of a few of those. I know I'm only giving them away, but we will come across plenty of these. I could get more for that later on, but it doesn't weigh that much, so I can keep it. Sell these potions. What else? Ah, I can get rid of spells, so Chameleon's not that much use to me. Entropic Touch, Flash Bolts, Frenzy, Inspiration. Yeah, Rally isn't that great. Calm could work. No, anything I want to calm is not gonna be that low level. Spark, get rid of it. So spell scrolls are like you just use them once and then they expire. Okay, I think I've got enough gold to train with someone, so I need to find someone who can train me. But what are they going to train me in, I wonder? Oh dear, don't want to be seen doing that. Okay, I'm trying to lockpick.
Me children are starving. Please help.
See, Hammer Axe are going to train me how to do smithing, armour.
Putrid, you need armor or weapons, new or repair. Come to Hammer and Axe.
I like that they've got their different slogans and such. He's not going to tell me anything that I need.
Goodbye.
Where can I learn a new skill? Fighter skill, maybe? Or restoration, can I learn anything on there?
Come on, join the Fighters Guild, see the world, and get paid for it.
Good pitch.
If you want my help, you'll need to join up. Fighters Guild members only.
So I could join, but
take care.
The problem is, like you have to do quests, otherwise your membership expires, but only for that like first mission. Then they start checking you out. So, I wonder if there's any traders in here. I really don't just want to go all the way back to. Fucking hell, am I gonna have to do that? Because I don't know where anyone is. See, that's all houses down that way. This way is where all the... Fuck, right, hang on. I do actually want to level up Mercantile anyway, so I can get better deals, make more money. So I guess we're going here then. So I paid for a room, but at least we heard some funny dialogue.
It's my pleasure. Please continue. There's much knowledge.
Negotiation, bargaining, dickering, haggling. They're all a means to an end. Getting the best price for your goods. You are now an apprentice of mercantile. The damage condition of an item is no longer a factor when you sell it. Oh, that's quite good.
Let's get... A little food and drink will do you some good.
Let's see if I can haggle.
Make me a bet.
Okay.
That's more than a good price.
So a lot of this I can't actually do anything with at the moment.
You've made a good bit of gold. That seems a fair. You got a great deal there. A good...
No, don't want to do that.
An excellent bargain.
Crabmeat does weigh 1. Restores endurance. No, fuck it. Get rid of it. Sea I don't need water
That's
walking.
More than a... That's a fair deal.
Storm Magicka. What breathing is useful.
Thank you. Let's see if we can't teach you a thing or two. Be seeing you.
Who else? So, oh, hello. That's not good. Well, we were going to go to Bruma, but shall we do another Oblivion Gate? Should we see who this person here is as well? There'll be a bandit, no doubt. disarm them. So, let's go into a gate, shall we? So, you will find now that Oblivion gates are going to start spawning random, well, not randomly over the world, but they spawn in different places in the world. And we've got to do the same thing again. Well, we don't have to. So we can go in like this. And we can do this as like an alternate to dungeons. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Shit, shit, shit. Oh, I was about to fall in the lava. Okay. Yeah, so we could do this as like an alternate to dungeons. Alternative to dungeons. Oh shit, mines. Yeah, so they do like massive fire damage. Whoa! Just as my stamina's going down. Careful I don't get staggered like that. So it looks like we're going into the depths. Oh, gold. Believe me, every piece of gold helps right about now. I'm not facing off with those things because it's the point. Like, seriously, they don't have any gun or anything. Oh, that's lava, we don't want to go down there. Whoa! So might as well just run through and just try and find our way out. And grab as much loot as we can without fighting. So this thing, I hate these, they're turrets. They launch bloody great fireballs at you. There's a tower that might have some good stuff in it. Let's have a look. See, so you don't have to close these things down, but it makes the wilderness a bit safer. At least from Deidre. Bloody hell. Well, I survived the fall, so my acrobatics is going to go up at least, but Jesus Christ. What potions do I have? Not much, right. Would help if I could actually see anything. So he's got an enchanted one as well. Yeah, I can't see shit. What was that mace they had? Gift of Flame. Nice. 1 point for 10 seconds. Okay, so it does damage over time. So much for speedrunning this. I think I'm actually going to spend a bit more time fighting all these things, especially if there's the promise of good loot. Ah. Wizards. Because wizards have potions. Oh shit. Let's see what's all the way up here. Oh, 2 gold. So... Ooh, nice. I release a caged prisoner. Oh dear. Yep. And we've opened a gate. That's very satisfying to watch. Let's see what this prisoner had on them. And you're going to find something very interesting about them. Because this prisoner is not just anyone. They're a Mythic Dawn guard. Yeah. So even the Mythic Dawn are being used in foul experiments. Oh, bugger. Yeah, so that's not good. No doors here, okay. Oh, and he just decided to come down as well, nice. I think his hairdo as well. Let's have a bit of an explore through the medium of acrobatics. So yeah, if you get like your acrobatics high enough and such, you can like start leaping up there and just getting everywhere you want to. Just kind of neat. Oh, in fact, just if I could just get just a little bit. Oh, there we are. See, if you just wriggle around a bit, you'll eventually get where you want to. Including right in this guy's face. Sorry, correction. Right into this guy's punchable face. Oh. Even though I can't see it because I'm on fire. I think he too has the gift of flame. Oh, another one. I have 2. Great. Both not worth that much either. Not as much as the Vase of Frost. I don't get that. I have no idea why. Some very heroic Morrowind music. I really must uninstall Morrowind just so I can have the proper music play. Because Oblivion is a great mod. Seriously, if ever you want to play Oblivion, sorry, Morrowind, and you don't want to do it like Skyrim, do it through Oblivion. It's brilliant. They've done a really good job with the mod. It took me some getting, took some doing. It's really good, and you can play from your existing save. And now we're beginning to see the limitations of hand-to-hand, where fighting too many things at once gets you killed. I think I'm going to have to run through this because I can't actually fight all those guys at once. Ah! What the fuck? Sound like a mace. Whoa! Oh yeah, that's a blade that falls down on you. Don't let that fall down on you. Otherwise you're pretty good. Yeah, if you saw that screen go a bit blurry then that was the trap being set off. Oh, Jesus Christ. See, this is like kind of ordinary for people who like have weapons, like they can handle that amount of threats, no problem. Me? Fuck that. Literally speed running hell. Because I am just shit at the game. Well, not entirely, it's just that I just don't have a good skill. I might install some mods later on to make hand-to-hand a bit more bearable, because apparently there's some really good ones. Yeah, that's what happens when you have dream fatigue on you. But the wizards I have to do. I know the wizards. That's much more valuable than Gift of Flame. Some cover now, so in fact now let's... No! Don't want cheats. Right. Oh, for God's sakes, it casts fucking burden on me, Jesus Christ. Not again. Oh, that's why it's the gift of burden. Right, in other words, I don't stand a chance. Because gift of burden is essentially like, well, you just fucking lose because you're just stuck there. So burden again, like, just adds more weight to your inventory, and it's like, no, I actually don't have any cover spells to make that easier. It's a shame these things don't come out with me, because then I could, you know, fight them. Probably handle things a bit better. Yeah, so the ruins of this gate will remain here for the entirety of the game, and sometimes a gate might come back from these ruins. But for the time being, the world is safe. Any danger that are out of the gate before can still be there, so you got to deal with them. Or you can just like leave it, doesn't really matter. And of course there's another gate right over there, which I'm not going to. Because I have enough stuff and I want to sell it off. Let's get ourselves to Anvil. And let us sell IKEA. So in Morrowind, no, not in Morrowind, sorry, no, in fact, yeah, maybe in Morrowind, in other games, if you just like waited in the streets, you could actually get told off for loitering. It's against the law to loiter in a city.
What?
But here, it's like, it's the way you pass the time.
That's a fair deal.
Paralyzed, oh that's really good. And 1 foot as well. Yeah, I'll get rid of it anyway, because I don't actually need it that much.
You drive a hard bargain.
The braces, get rid of those. I could maybe do with an add-on that just gets rid of that pop-up.
That seems a fair price.
I'm not against like installing add-ons, especially if they're necessary.
Come back and see me again. Bye.
But it's just like I prefer to play the game as vanilla as possible to show the game itself, because I have a big problem with like games being reviewed with DLC that like might make it better or easier, and that like colours the reviewer's impression. That's why I always review things as vanilla as possible. The footage I would show as vanilla as possible, because I don't want anything to change your mind. That the game shouldn't be doing already, you know? I just simply want to inform you about it.
How are you? Dumania Jurich, Primate of Anvil. I speak with the voice of Dibella and greet you with love.
So you will find... Dibella Dibella is not just like a goddess of prostitutes in this game.
They say that I was selected as Dibella's primate in large part because of my loving nature and my striking looks. Arvina Thelis is an odd one. I've heard some strange noises coming from her basement. Good day.
Because there's a cult of Dibella in there. No. In fact, I don't think I've actually got the DLC I want installed, because this is where... Oh no, I think it happens later, I'm not sure. But yeah, like the Knights of the Nine DLC happens. Something else as well about the DLC in Oblivion is that it has no level requirements. You just get to play at the level you want to, whereas in Skyrim, I think Morrowind as well, you had to be a certain level to actually begin the quests and things like that, which is a bit of a pisser. So, I've sold some stuff. Is it enough stuff? No. I need to see their alchemist about selling some stuff off. In fact, I can learn alchemy here. Don't mind that imp there, Sparky. He's a member of the guild, apparently. Where's the...
Hail! What's going on with you?
Am I in the right building? Oh, I am thinking of the right place, aren't I? No, I'm thinking of Coral. Bugger. Where can I go next? The docks. Ah, the Count's Arms, here we are. There's a nice place here.
Greetings to you.
She's a quest giver.
I'm Wilbur, owner and proprietor of the Count's Arms. We make beds and food available to guests. Can I help you?
So I think this is actually one of the pricier hotels here, but inns, but it's pretty nice.
They say that when you murder someone, the Dark Brotherhood comes to you in your sleep. It's how they recruit new members. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Yeah, because poisons aren't that common.
A fine transaction.
Don't
you drive a hard bargain.
You can tell a weapon is poisoned by the greenish glow that it has to it. Oh, I've just thought there is another quest actually.
A fine transaction. You got a great deal there.
Actually.
You got a great deal there. Thank you for your patronage. Be seeing you.
How do you do?
Hello, good sir. You wouldn't happen to be in the market for a home, would you? If you are, I just happen to be selling a manor located right here in Anvil.
I'll come back to that. I need 5,000 gold pieces. But I will come back to that.
Seems you've blooded your...
Have you heard about Kvatch?
Now
They
let's
say that Daedra came
have a go
from
to the
Oblivion.
docks. There's a fair few quests in Anvil. Very important place for quests. Sometimes there's a lady here who paints, and you can see her paintings, which is quite nice. The ships don't actually set sail, at least visibly in game, but it's nice to. Yes, I do like the ship models. I think they're quite elegant. There are a few quests that I need to see about here, so I will just take them, and probably, in fact, we'll spend a bit of time now.
A complete and utter travesty. The crystal ball is just sitting there in the hold, but I'll be damned if I'm going back on board. And nobody will help me. Nobody. Not with those spirits roaming the decks. I don't suppose you'll help me. No, of course you won't. Of course you can't. Nobody ever wants to help. That's the... Wait. Did you actually say you'd help me? Oh, how wonderful. I can't thank you enough. I've been going out of my mind ever since my crew was murdered. This is my ship, you see. The Serpent's Wake. I hired the crew to sail to Somerset Isle to retrieve a family heirloom. My mother's crystal ball. They made the journey and arrived back all right. But then, someone murdered them. All of them. Now their spirits are haunting the ship. The crystal ball is in a chest in the ship's hold, but I can't get to it. I made it as far as the captain's cabin, but the spirits nearly killed me. Get the crystal ball and return it to me here, and I'll make it worth your trouble. Here, you'll need this key. Thank you so much.
So, bit of a problem. I don't have the ability to punch ghosts yet. I mean, I do, but... Oh, I can actually do damage, nice. So I take that back. I have the ability to punch ghosts now. I got Cutlass. Cutlass is a very uncommon. Let's go, that's what it looked like. They function the same as a longsword. Oh dear. Facing a fair shell, nice. I think I'll put that on actually, because I don't have much jewellery on. Worth a fair bit as well. Nice, lots of alchemy stuff here. Right. So I can't actually do anything with that just yet, so let's get down here. God damn it. Let's see if I can disarm him. Look at that, see? Fighting a third person. It's pretty awesome. Oh dear, I'm taking a lot of damage. In fact, Frost Shield, that'd be useful. No, it wouldn't. So, let's have some Potion of Frost Shield. Let's go punching fucking ghosts. Oh god damn it, the music's... Shut it up. Because women aren't ghosts, need to open the door to get in. Oh shit, I just locked them in. But I punched them through the wall, but they need a door to get in. Oh, they've cast silence on me, so I can't hear myself. See, silence makes more sense when like, you actually need to say spells. Fuck. So, I can punch ghosts. It's just, doesn't go very well. Interestingly, enemies are nearby, but I can't... Normally, it would say I can't do stuff now, but... So... I'm going to enchant this blade to have shock from the... Shockwave. Get it? Because it's on the sea, it's a wave, and there's shock. So, anyway. Electrifying, there we go. That's what we like. See, look how easy it is when you've got a fucking sword. I think there will be some more mods being installed soon. So this is a miscellaneous note that you'll find everywhere, every now and again. Go to the end of the street. Or go the end of the street. Turn left. Take the next right. If you see the house with the fallen roof, you've gone too far. Knock twice. Pause. Knock again. They'll let you in. Be sure to have the money. So, that isn't actually anywhere. That doesn't happen. it's just a little sort of note that is left there. It's a bit of environmental storytelling. Or not environmental storytelling, but like random storytelling. Which is pretty cool. Anything under the beds? I can see. Right. Oh, sorry. That corpse is in the way. So a quick bit of alchemy. Pumpkins and watermelons are quite heavy. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Darn. Let's start with flour. I think flour weighs a bit. Damn, can't do anything with the data hearts yet, because that's weighing me down by about 20 pounds. Bone meal. More flesh, there we are. Damage fatigue, nice. Nope, can't do anything with that. What about fire salts? No, it's more advanced stuff. Dragonstone? No, can't do anything with that. Never mind. Let's drink something. Okay. Oh. See, it's interesting that they say that the crew was all murdered, but we don't know why. Or was it just like the spirits? Because I'm fairly certain the spirits belong to the crew. Oh no, I think the crystal ball is what's prevented the spirits from... I don't know. Balls. Okay, I'll have to come back for this then. Pick up again. And that was it. That was a nice simple quest.
You did it! You actually made it back with a crystal ball! Oh, thank you! Here, please take this as a reward. It's the captain's enchanted cutlass. I managed to grab it when I was in his cabin before his spirit chased me out. Oh, thank you so very much!
Oh. Red wave. So the whole shockwave thing has kind of already been done. Could sell that part of a set. And mine's worth more anyway. Drain health. Oh, that's really good though. But it doesn't have as many uses. Shit. We're gonna drop that. Only one set works really. Can I drop that doesn't weigh out? Yeah, that's not bad. Like, this is weird. So, like, as part of the random loot, you get like different scrolls and such. And this is one like absorb skill. So I'm going to take, for example, the ability to repair my gear better from you. So I'm going to absorb that skill from you. Now, if you do that on an NPC, they're not going to be best pleased with you. So, but you could I could just see that in combat, like, what spell am I going to do? It doesn't do any damage or anything.
Hello. There are rumors that the Nords are attempting to capture the whole of Solstheim. and remove the Imperial fort on the island. More fighting for the Nords? This is sad news. Bye. Be seeing you.
Interesting.
I take it you want something. Well, what is it? I take it you want something. Well, what is it? I'm Newheim, Anvil Harbor Master. I'm responsible for all harbor traffic, docks, duties, and fees in Anvil Harbor. Traffic through Anvil Harbor comes mostly in exotic, high-profit goods, easy to transport by road or Mages Guild couriers to eastern markets. Good news from Kvatch for a change. The last of the Daedra have been driven out.
So I thought you had a quest for me.
Be seeing you. They call me Wilhelm the Worm, because dirt suits me fine. Town lets me live in the warehouse to keep out the rats. Nice, friendly folk in Anvil. Even the Countess greets me in the street. Well, except for that Newheim the Portly. He's a mean old scrote. Be seeing you.
He just said that right there in front of him. Nice.
Afternoon.
I'm Mirabelle Monet. I run the forecastle, a boarding house for sailors. Sorry, I reserve my beds for seamen.
That you do, because apparently she sleeps
got
with a
a
different
lot to
sailor every
learn.
night. That's not disparaging, that is genuinely something
Knowledge
that
is the
you
key
might
to
find her doing.
success. Watch yourself around the forecastle. Sailors despise landsmen and won't hesitate to treat them to a good beating when they're in their cups. Everybody's talking about the hero of Kvatch. They say he actually went into an Oblivion gate and destroyed it.
I don't know if they changed the he to she if you're playing a female character.
Watch yourself around the forecastle.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, we've heard that already. Right, we can now level up because we've trained, because you can trade 5 times in all skills. So it's not like you can trade it 5 times in Mercantile, 5 times in Sneak, 5 times in this. It's you train 5 times total, so you have 2 in Mercantile, 3 in Sneak, and then you have to level up.
I'm Norbert Lels. I let my merchandise speak for itself. Look around. If you see something you like, we'll talk about a price. Anvil's a port town. That's why you'll see items here you won't find in the Imperial City. The captains keep an eye out for special items for me. Mark Gullet knows more about how to cast a fireball than anyone in Anvil. I try to stay on his good side. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
I could have sworn that there were more quests available, but apparently not. That's okay. I thought this guy and Newheim had a quest. I think it's more Thieves Guild.
A good thing. You drive a hard bargain.
Let's get rid of these Daedra hearts, they're just weighing me down. Anything here that I actually want to get rid of? See, Red Wave I don't really need to keep as such. I don't know, I'll hold on to it for the time being. That life, I don't actually need that much.
I appreciate your business. Good day.
So yeah. Right. So I thought you had a quest for me, apparently not.
Hello.
What?
If you're looking to learn a bit
The
about
Harborside Warehouse locked. Oh no, it's trespassing. If you go in. But we can have a look. There's not much in here, I don't think. See, a lot of the buildings that exist in this game are just solely for, like, just roleplay purposes. Bone meal. Nice. And, like, don't actually offer anything. Like, you find a lot of warehouses. It's the forecastle. I don't think there's any quests waiting for me there. there is one more that I know I can do. Also, as well, if you want to join the Fighters Guild, this is the place to be. Ah, there's the lady painting. She's painting the lighthouse. Very impressive indeed.
Astia Inventius, wife of the woodsman Pinnerus Inventius. Always out hunting. Anything to avoid doing a little work around the house. Well, if you don't mind scruffy sailors smelling like bilge, it's a lovely town. The men are all the same, drunk and shiftless. Arvina Thelis is an odd one.
Oh yeah, we've had this room. That's right.
Goodbye.
So, let's actually take on a quest here.
Seems you've bloodied your knuckles.
What is it?
I need to know where the gentleman lives.
How are you? Didier Ormely, a ship's clerk. At present, I'm spending my time and gold on the pleasures of the Gold Coast. Anyone looking for work should...
Nope, heard it.
Many of Anvil's folk are directly or indirectly associated with ships and sailing. Sailors, ship owners, men made rich and poor by the sea trade, and the lonely wives of men who follow the sea.
I know some quests don't trigger after a certain amount, after a certain time.
Gorgo Groshura, soldier of fortune, which means more or less unemployed and thoroughly pauperized.
I'm not seeing this guy around very much.
The fighter...
This is it,
I've got a few hot prospects. I'm sure something will come through for me. Soon. Really soon.
With this mod I could actually have him
I'm through
join me.
talking to you.
Right, yeah, let's find a bed to rest, level up. And we'll play a bit longer, because we haven't actually done that much.
Shishani, the old sea captain and rover, now a ship owner and fat cat. Pleased to meet you. I saw that Pinnerus Inventius was out hunting again. He can shoot a bird on the wing without really trying.
That's useful to know, because he can teach you marksmanship.
Go ahead, please. There's a wonderful room available. It's the best I have, and you can use it for the night for a mere 25 gold. Interested? Excellent. It's up the stairs there, and then directly across the hallway. Center room, wonderful view of the city, sleep well.
You almost said it aggressively there.
Farewell.
I'm listening. Jesson Sextius, singer, composer, and storyteller extraordinaire. Glad to meet you.
I wonder if he knows any rumours.
I'm currently employed at the Count's Arms, but I'm working on a piece I hope will gain me the patronage of a certain countess.
Countess Anvil, perhaps.
You hear about Gauguin? A gang of thieves is running a scam in town, and he fell for it. What an idiot. An all-female gang of thieves has been recently plaguing Anvil with a very unique method of robbing. They pick on only the men. If you want to help us do something about it, go talk to...
Oh, oops, there's this, yeah. So, that's the quest I was looking for. We'll do that when I think I'll go over it. Because... this is the door. I'll take a house rest. Sounds good to me. I really do want my endurance to go up, but it's not offering me a +3, which is a shame. So yeah, so I'm just trying to get my strength up a bit. Right. Oh, hello. I've leveled up again, but I'm not going to do that because I need to train again. So we'll not. Oops, we'll not take our level up just yet. Let's find Mr. Gauguin. And the game's crashed. You know what? I think that's time to call it quits. So thank you ever so much for watching. Take care, and we will continue with the Siren's Deception in a later episode, I think. Yeah, sorry this one's a bit long-winded. With any luck, fingers crossed, I can continue this on Sunday. or Saturday evening, so tomorrow evening we'll see. It depends on how long my darling and I spend time together. So, yeah, so thank you all so much, take care, and it's out for now.